everyone, Salatakura here. Hope you're all okay and well. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you all had a good weekend and are enjoying the week. I've noticed I haven't adjusted my camera. Just give me 1 second to do that. I was in such a rush to get started. There we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, let me just adjust the game audio a little bit so it's a bit louder for you guys. Make sure you can hear it. It should be good. Make sure you can hear me too. That's also important. Right, lovely. We are back with some more Psycho-Sleuth. We are on the 2nd chapter. We have met everybody and hung out. And we're currently trying to find out who the werewolf is. So let's get to it. Hang on a minute, that might be a tad loud actually. This game is louder than I thought it was. So, let's continue from here. No one knew who the werewolf was, so at Silas's suggestion, we drew lots and split into random pairs. The only thing we know is we're the hero. And that's it. We're the hero. We need to keep our sister safe and find the werewolf, because we are the only ones that can take the werewolf down as a hero. Why the hell am I stuck with the first shift guarding you? Please treat me kindly, Lyle. I can't quite remember everyone's voices, so I'm just gonna have to make them up on the fly again. Chin's too high, down a little. There, better. Why is the one being protected acting all high and mighty? Still, gotta hand it to the old man Silas. Split us up like this and the werewolf's got no easy shot. Yeah, Silas really is amazing. Unless he is actually the werewolf. Duh. Hey, you're scaring her. Sorry, FaZe. I'll put an end to this death game before it gets any further out of hand. And how exactly are you planning to pull that off? By exposing the real leader of logic hiding among us. If we can uncover the leader, maybe we can force them to end the selection. But how are we supposed to find the leader? Nobody even knows what they look like. There could be oh, this is her again. I don't know why I thought it was her, probably because she moved ahead. There could be clues hidden somewhere in this cathedral. Then maybe we should start by checking this room. Okay, so I need to go through checking the clues again. I was about to say, I feel like I've discussed those dialogue bits already. If Silas dies, I'll still fill everyone with hearts. You better hope he's not the werewolf then. Cross them fingies, Key. Cross them fingies. Right, let's talk to Eris. What do you want? We've got to ask her all the questions again. Oh, sure. Your face. Oh. Expecting me to find something is unrealistic. I can't see anything, remember? You act so normally that I often forget you're blind. Well, when you're born blind, you learn to live with the inconvenience. Hard to believe you could still help your detective father solve cases like this. And sometimes you see things more clearly without eyes. Like what? Like your foolishness. Oh, that was her. I was speaking that as Lyle for some reason. Why the hell did you announce you were the hero? You don't suspect I'm lying? No, because you'd do anything reckless if it meant protecting Lena. Read you like an open book, boy. By admitting you're the hero, you've made yourself the wolf's target. You put yourself in danger on purpose. Or maybe I just slipped and said it by accident. That's a lie. You think I don't know you by now? You're nothing but a liar. Who do you think is the werewolf? A logic leader. Yeah. Make me God and then bring Silas back for me, please, logic leader. I don't know. But there is one person who concerns me. Who? Dada. why her? I can't see, so my other senses are sharper than most. She claims she's a grey parrot, but I smelled a faint scent of blood from her mouth. Are you saying she might be lying? I'm not sure. But if she's really a grey parrot, she shouldn't be eating meat, right? I mean, she has a point. Parrots only eat vegetables and stuff. Who do you think is the leader of logic? Let's analyse what we actually know. Describe the proxy saint for me. Just by appearance, she's a beautiful young woman. You do remember I'm blind, right? Try again, this time with details. Fine, let's compare. Picture Lena, then make her about 1,000 times uglier. You disgusting size-con. Fine, I'll be serious. I took my time describing the proxy saint's face. The most intuitive thought, the proxy saint looks just like the leader, but none of the contestants resemble her, which means it was never going to be that simple. I even think the proxy saint's appearance and gender are meant to confuse our judgment. And somehow I can't see the leader at all. Could the leader actually be harmless? Or was the person who died in the purification chamber actually the leader? Hold on, didn't you just say you can't see anything to begin with? Exactly, you're right, I can't see a thing. She brushed it off, changing the subject, like nothing happened. Another fact we do know, the sheer size of Logic. I heard Logic's membership has reached tens of millions. That's a lot, but it still hasn't surpassed the 3 major religions, right? But Logic's rise only took 20 years. Given the time frame, its growth can only be called abnormal. I get it, you're saying... Most likely, it's the leader's Pathosync at work. Initial assessment, the leader's Pathosync can attract others to pledge loyalty in a short time. A Pathosync that attracts people's hearts. It's almost like they're a phantom thief! I'm not doing their tune because I could get copyrighted. So I get to cut everyone from This Life and the Proxy Saints is on my list. She is questioning my judgment. Yeah, probably. Maybe the Proxy Saint, aka the leader of Logic, is making you attracted to Silas Key. You ever thought of that? You never know. That Pathosync seems somewhat similar to one of the participants. Who has a mass... Oh yeah, what was her name? Alice? That's good. I haven't played this game in a while. Alice is a famous stage actress. If she's using her Pathosync to enchant others, many things would make sense. But there's still no solid proof she's the leader. Let's keep observing. Okay, I've spoken to her now. You seeing my logic, she knows whether she's laying on. Okay, let's check out the items. USB drive with a note beside it that reads, "This is a recording of the very first performance. I want that past sealed away forever." Oh yeah, these are... here is a beautiful dress with a note beside it that reads, "I just hope the old man wears his cute outfit someday." Okay. Here's a photo of Lyle with a note beside it that reads, "My brother's photo is worth more than any wish. Please return the excess value to me in cash." I do love his sister sometimes. She has some great dialogue. Here is a crumpled note with strange contents printed inside. Who am I? 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 I'm you. I'm him. I... is the killer's tool of choice. Yeah, I mean, it's a knife, right? You know. A treasure trove of gold and silver. I offered everything I had. Pray that logic may flourish for all eternity. A feather. Okay. This is one of my feathers. Huh? This knife looks different from the others. That is a nano vibration blade. Its edges vibrate at nanoscopic frequency, razor sharp beyond compare. I've heard of it, but this is my first time seeing one up close. It's powered by electricity harvested from sea angels. Once activated, it slices through flesh and bone effortlessly. They're mostly used in surgery. How do you turn it on? There's a trigger mechanism inside the guard. Slip your finger in and pull. Whoa, it actually works! Be careful. Once it's powered on, even the lightest touch can slice through any part of the human body. Why would you want that? Like, what if you put it in your pocket and accidentally like turn it, like, you know, like you put it in your pocket, or you go to put it in your pocket and then your hand slips, put it in your pocket, and you turn it on and it's in your, suddenly it's in your leg, through your leg? Can it cut through like metal or something? No, it's a precision instrument, strictly for human tissue. Then why would something this dangerous be here? They say a doctor offered it, praying to sever all ties between lovers. Lovely. Yeah, sounds like he just went through one hell of a breakup. We will remember that's there. Okay. Let's talk to the weird lady at the back. I am the one assigned to guard the Chamber of Offering. They say if you place your offering here and pray sincerely, your wish will come true. That's illegal all over the world. Yeah. Okay, why does this place need a guard? This room holds the most precious belongings of the faithful. Without a guard, they'd be stolen easily. To prevent that, we watch over it around the clock, day and night, without pause. Cool. What does the leader look like? No one truly knows. His form changes constantly, just like the god of logic. What's that supposed to mean? He's always beside you. Once you truly understand, you'll see him. May the god of logic bless you. I love people obsessed with weird stuff like this, because you get no information from them properly. Have you ever seen someone make an offering? I have. I once saw a man place his own mother's heart into the offering box. He prayed to the leader, please give me a healthy mother. But if he removed her heart, wasn't that already impossible? Through the god of logic, the leader granted his wish. He returned that believer's mother to him. You can't be serious. But it happened. The leader made it so. A whole, healthy mother appeared before the one who prayed. Praise be, truly miraculous. Jail now. Yep. Hello, human resources and police. Could I get a SWAT team here, please? Let's speak to FaZe. Yeah, who's there? It's me. Oh yeah, I forget she can't see faces. But based on the clothes, is that you? Wrong. Just borrowing his outfit. What? Just change one outfit and suddenly you can't even tell us apart. So that's how I look in your head, huh? I found a beautiful box at the central altar. Anything in... No, that's him. Anything inside? Like she's asking herself that question. Anything inside? It's empty. Because no one has made an offering yet. This is the Chamber of Offering, where followers of logic bring their tributes. The box is in your hand. The box in your hands is the most special object here. Special? It looks like an ordinary box to me. It's not the function that matters, but the meaning. Place what is most precious to you inside, and you earn the right to ask the leader of logic for a wish. Money, jewels, organs, even the life of your family. All can be offerings. In your case, you'd probably put Lena inside.
That's terrifying.
Sounds like a sacrifice. And what if someone cheats, puts in something that isn't what they truly value most? The leader will personally come before the wisher to collect what they truly treasure most. So as long as I use this box, I'll get to meet the leader? Yes. This box is called the Alabaster Box. But use it with caution. To have your wish granted, you must pay the heaviest price. No sacrifice, no gain. Humans only comprehend what aligns with their own values. The power of the god of logic is understanding. Good to know. What are the photos? Oh yeah, she has a camera, but she can't see faces.
These photos?
Are you like asking it how they would know if it's your most prized possession? I'm guessing the idea is because they're apparently the god of logic, they just know.
I have a habit of taking pictures everywhere with my camera because I keep dreaming that one day I'll be able to see the people's faces clearly.
Ever managed to do it?
Not once. I don't even know what my own parents look like. I mistake people all the time and sometimes offend them without meaning to. Oh, if I ever say anything rude, please tell me right away.
Honestly, not seeing people's faces might not be so bad.
You think so?
Let me tell you a secret. Hyper has 3 eyes.
Eh?
Lena's face glows. Dada's has feathers coming out of her nostrils, and Aline has Hyper tattooed on his forehead.
Eh?
And Eris, she's hideous. Baka.
No, even I can't see her face, and I can feel she's beautiful beyond words.
How would you know? I thought you couldn't see faces.
People's bodies become slightly stiffer from nervousness when they're with her.
Huh. Didn't expect you to notice something like that.
Because I can't see faces, I try even harder to understand what people are really like.
She's so cute. Yeah, bullshit.
Lena seemed fine, though I can't be certain since I can't see her expression. But judging from her behavior and tone, I didn't sense any unease.
Well, she's seen her share of intense situations, though mostly it's when she gets dragged into danger because of me, when various parties come after us.
Your relationship is more special than I imagined.
What makes you say that?
Before you were locked up, someone asked her.
Yeah.
If your brother were a werewolf, would you support him killing people? Of course not. But if he doesn't kill, he'll be executed. That's fine with you? Of course not. I don't want my brother to die. You don't want him to kill, yet you don't want him to die for it. That's too naive. So the solution is simple. He just needs to kill me. If it means my brother gets to live, I'll gladly give him my life.
You're crazy! How could anyone actually do that?
What are you talking about? I can only tell the truth. So I really would do it.
Oh, she's sweet but a psycho. Don't worry. She may say that, but I could never kill my sister.
Then I'm curious. May I ask something? If you faced a situation where you had no choice but to kill, what would you do?
That's easy. Even if I had to sacrifice others, I'd ensure Lena and I survive. I'd bury the truth, twist every resource I could. I'd win through my Pathosync and endless lies. See, as I'm like playing these bits, I'm remembering doing this before, so it's kind of annoying it didn't save like after that, but it's auto saves only, but it's fine. I've got almost past that point now, so. Yand sis, Yand bro. We will murder the world together because only us can live. I wouldn't kill anyone. Rather than kill, I'd wait for the time to run out and let the proxy saint execute me. Okay. What else haven't we looked at? Ooh, okay, no, that's not right. My perception. Oh, this. I'm trying to find stuff I ain't looked at yet. Sea angels everywhere. I still want to know how the hell they generate power. Is that it? The door. This door is locked too.
Once it shuts, it auto-locks. You'll need a key to open it again.
Where's the key then? Lyle has it. What? I mean, Dog Lyle. The key's in his stomach. I told you we should have renamed him. This is way too confusing. Since we couldn't be sure who the werewolf was, everyone agreed Dog Lyle should hold on to it. I'm the only one who can take it out. And nobody thought you might be the werewolf? Seriously? Sorry, I thought that was the part where I laughed. If I really were the werewolf, I wouldn't wait this long to kill you. You'd already be dead. I mean, she seems like the type. Okay. I've pieced together a rough idea of the room based on what you all described. 2 more hours until shift change.
If you're tired, I can keep watch for a while. Really, it's no problem.
Thanks, that's sweet of you. I can't see, dude, remember? Yeah. But there's no way I'm leaving you alone with this creep.
You're always so harsh on Lyle, but somehow I feel like...
Like what? Face froze when Eris's eyes landed on her.
Nothing! Never mind! You probably like him. You're just doing the reverse. You know how the male normally insults the female character because they like them? You're doing that for him.
You what? After that, we all rested. Nobody spoke, like we'd silently agreed to keep our mouths shut. About an hour passed. Faye's guard slipped. She started nodding off.
Lyle, no, don't. No matter how much you love your sister, eating her fallen hair as food is just too much.
The fuck is going on there? What kind of nightmare is that supposed to be? Hey, Sizcon. Huh? Who else would you be talking to? Exactly. What are you saying? My sister's the least important person to me. Lying comes as naturally to you as breathing. Heh. Yeah, guilty as charged. That wasn't a compliment. So, why drag me in all of a sudden? Don't tell me it's that again. Exactly. What is... Okay, what is happening right now? Years ago, what really happened in the orphanage massacre? How did our director and every single teacher end up dead in just one night? I suppose she would be questioning him considering, you know... There's nothing left to talk about. I've said it 100 times. I killed them. Damn, okay. I don't want to be far. Tell me the truth. That's it. That's the whole truth. Very well, let me put it another way. What must I do to make you tell me the truth? So is he lying that somebody else did something? Uh-oh. Then everything snapped. What? The hell is happening? What's wrong? What the hell is going on? She's immune to this. Blindness comes in handy. My arms, my legs. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. Wasn't there a guy who had this thing where he removed his own limbs or something? He cut them off? Is this his Pathosync? My limbs, they've turned into these hideous throbbing lumps of meat. I wanted to cut them off. Cut them off. We get the point. I just want to hack them off right now. Oh, God. Why won't it cut? Why the hell can't I chop through my own arms? It's the knife, it has to be. The Chamber of Offering, there's another blade in there. Get a hold of yourself! I don't know what's happening to you, but clearly you're under the influence of a Pathosync. You're right. I snapped back, locking my eyes on her face, anything to keep them from looking at the twisted mess below. So, what exactly happened? It's not just you, my body's warped too. They were normal, completely normal, and then suddenly they're these grotesque twitching lumps. I couldn't stop myself, I wanted them gone. Damn it! What now? I don't know how far this Pathosync reaches, but if it covers the whole cathedral... I see. She got it instantly. Then everyone's in danger. We can't stay here. I need to get to Lena, right now. Where would everyone be? Dining hall? Let's try the dining hall first. Shouldn't we wake face up? Oh my god! Oh yep, they're just hacking their hands off. Yes, I cut off my own hand. Hurry, give me the knife. It's my turn. I'll cut off my arms and legs. Come on. This is a damn living hell. I have to cut off my hand. Wait, how can I be an idol without hands? Alice clutched her head, shaking it like she couldn't rattle the pain out. But I can't stay an idol with these disgusting lumps of flesh either. I must stay beautiful. I have to be someone people look up to. No matter what happens, I have to shine brighter than anyone. Knife in hand, she raised it towards her wrist. Mate. Wait, stop! Lyle, what are you doing here? This isn't the time. Shut your eyes now. Huh? Was I just... The way to counter this Pathosync is, unexpectedly, quite simple. Be blind. The urge to cut yourself comes from seeing your own limbs. So if you can't stop yourself from looking, you'll be fine. You've had your eyes open this whole time. Aren't you affected? Of course. There's a problem. The urge is screaming in my head non-stop. One slip, I'll hack my own arms and legs off. But I can still hold it together. Because I've got to protect Lena. The urge to protect my sister, then mutilate my own arms and legs is more strong. Oh, whoops. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, if I lose my hands, how the hell can I stop her? If I lose my legs, how am I supposed to reach her? I will protect her. My will to protect her is stronger than the urge to tear myself apart. As long as I've got Lena in my heart, I'm unstoppable. You're more revolting than the Pathosync itself, you siscon. And even if I do lose it, it's fine. Why? Because I know you'll smack me back to my senses without holding back. By the way, why are you suddenly playing the hero? I'm no hero. That's not what you said earlier. Don't take every word from this con man seriously, or it'll break you sooner or later. You don't need a reason to help someone in trouble, do you? The more of us who make it out alive, the better. And the less chance Lena gets targeted. Besides, don't forget, I'll be cashing in on a reward for saving you later. Uh-huh. Anyway, next rescue. Let's move. But with my eyes closed, I can't see a thing. You really are helpless. Eris is blind. She can't exactly take that job. So I'll hold your hand and lead the way instead. Relax, just hold my hand and follow me. Then I'll leave it to you. What caught me off guard, Alice slipped her hand into mine without a fight. Alice, are you alright? If you feel sick, speak up. As an idol, handshake events are part of the basics. I'm used to it. Funny, coming from you, your hand's still shaking like crazy. Given the situation we're in, of course it is. Don't lump me in with you lunatics. When I'm scared, I shake. I don't want to be alone in a place like this. I'm just an ordinary girl. Hearing a famous idol say that she's just a normal girl? Now that's weird. To the lounge. Let's see if anyone else is chopping their limbs off. Who else we got? Okay. Silas is okay. You're here. Huh? The Pathosync didn't hit this place. Everyone's limbs are still intact. Of course. Before they could start hacking themselves apart, I knocked them all out. What a Chad. He's amazing! With his eyes closed. Bam, bam, bam! Everyone dropped like flies. Nothing's worth praising. The urge to... Oh, no. That's him. I thought she was carrying on being nice to him. Nothing worth praising. The urge to mutilate radiates bloodlust. Even blind, I could track their movements. Whoever the werewolf is, one thing's clear. They wouldn't stand a chance against Silas. Let's hurry to the next spot. To the infirmary, because that's the only place we've got left to go. Let's go. I can't take it anymore. I can feel my limbs already. You fools! I am the great detective here. Hand over that knife before I make this ugly. Oh yeah? You picking a fight? You worthless fools dare to challenge me? Don't be deceived by my delicate frame. My friend here's a judo black belt. What does that have to do with you? Get him, boys! Honestly, this is the last mess I want to get dragged into. Help! Somebody save me! I'm about to be beaten! I'm about to be beaten to death. I don't know why that made me laugh. Did I just hear someone scream for help? Strangely enough, while they were busy beating each other up, they forgot all about chopping off their limbs. Oh boy. Of course, I could have handled that myself, but thanks for stepping in all the same. Pretty sure I just saw you bawling for help a second ago. This is what I call a great detective's wisdom. Show them some tears, and everyone can't help but go easy on me. Yeah, that's about the dumbest idea I've heard. It's under control here. We should head to the next location. Count me in. I'll tag along. Things are getting dangerous. I'll go warn the others to stay sharp. Sure, it's scary the first time you face a Pathosync like this, but close your eyes and... The real threat isn't the Pathosync itself, it's the one who wields it. You know who's behind it? I can't claim to know the Pathosync's true identity, but I know the name people whisper. The Dismemberer. Is that the Dismemberer? This culprit has already maimed or killed more than a... Excuse me? Hiccups? More than a dozen. And those are the only confirmed cases. So many crimes have been committed, yet the culprit remains uncaught. Sometimes we can't even grasp how the deeds were carried out. A criminal mastermind, more twisted than Jack the Ripper. So, what you're saying is the Dismemberers are Pathosync user too? And that's not all. And most likely, the culprit is hiding among the participants of the selection. This just keeps getting worse. Not only do we have the leader of logic to deal with, now the Dismemberer is among us too. I don't think there's anywhere else for me to go, is there? Oh my god. It's the faces. It's the faces. After a while, the nightmare Pathosync turning limbs into grotesque lumps of meat. It finally wore off. Too late for some though. Dozens of believers had already hacked off arms and legs. The floor was a carpet of blood and severed flesh. Hell made real. To prevent any further incidents, Silas gathered everyone in the chamber of audience. Fortunately, everyone's limbs remained intact. No one had been harmed by the Pathosync. Lena, you okay?
I'm fine. My eyes were shut the whole time. I was quietly reciting praises of your greatness.
Right. Whenever you slip into that meditative state, it usually lasts about 2 hours. This is a living hell. Even your sibling bond is its own kind of hell. No, I meant all the severed arms and legs lying around. It's horrific.
I can't believe I just nodded off for a moment and something this
awful happened. You were safe, FaZe. That's all that matters. You were fine. Oh yeah. Woman who makes people's hearts stop beating. Katari over here. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to wheel Katari in here like a live time bomb? I am the one. Hyper requested everyone be gathered. He said it was urgent and asked me to bring Kotari. Couldn't he just push it in himself? Fortunately, everyone made it out unharmed. I've gathered you all here today to reveal the truth behind this shocking and brutal case. Wow, Master, you're amazing! Solving the mystery before the murder even happens? Don't praise me just yet. This kind of grand reveal, everyone gathered, waiting on my words. I've dreamed of this moment. Seriously? Does this guy's hyperthymesia only work on memorizing detective cliches? We all experienced that Pathosync firsthand. It's every bit as deadly as Katari's. My father once told me of crimes just like this. I'll share what I know. The only one who unleashed it, the one who unleashed it was, without a doubt, the Dismemberer. According to the records, the culprit is a pleasure killer, a serial murderer who kills solely for enjoyment. And at every crime scene, the Dismemberer always leaves behind the same thing. A murder marking. What's that? At every scene, the Dismemberer leaves the same words and the same symbols, which is... Oh, okay, a sea angel. First the hands, then the legs. Through hands and legs, the Dismemberer shall appear. That's horrifying. A twisted warning, a step-by-step proclamation. First, the Dismemberer severs the victim's hands, draws the missing hands symbol in blood, and writes the words, first, the hands. Then they return to the same victim, now already handless. Sever their legs, draw the missing limb symbol, and write, "Next the legs." Most victims bleed out or end their own lives at this stage. And even if they survive, the dismemberer inevitably comes back to end them. So they tear someone apart in 3 stages, right? Yes. What a fun guy. That really does sound like something a crazy thrill killer would do. To avoid resistance, the dismemberer typically targets the severely ill or those physically impaired. Wow, what a dick. But there's only one detail in the cases that's the strangest and hardest to understand. Every single victim died with a satisfied smile on their face because he's probably using his Pathosync and that's what they want, right? He makes them think that their arms and legs are lumps of horrible flesh and they want them gone. So he takes them off for them. They're gonna be thrilled. As if being killed by the dismemberer were a perverse kind of salvation. The dismemberer's madness was beyond reason, and it shut everyone up. Wait. So this dismemberer guy, he's the werewolf this round? Not necessarily. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. Killing believers doesn't affect the selection, nor does it trigger punishment. So maybe activating the Pathosync to make people sever their limbs was just this dismemberer's way of satisfying their murderous desires. Parrots don't harm each other. Why do humans kill their own kind? Wow, that's actually a really good question. But what's the connection between the dismemberer and the Pathosync we just witnessed? Near the dismemberer's past crime scenes, there were indeed numerous cases of people severing their own limbs under Pathosync influence. Therefore, we can deduce that dismemberers is a Pathosync user. With all those historical records, surely you must know their disorder and Pathosync by now. Alien limb syndrome. Those afflicted feel their own limbs are repulsive, overwhelmed by an uncontrollable urge to cut them off. Which is why the dismemberer's Pathosync is known as limb severance. Once infected, you're consumed entirely by the impulse to amputate. Those grotesque lumps of flesh we just saw, most likely a visual manifestation of that very compulsion. You sure seem well informed about the dismemberer. After all, memory is the only talent I can truly boast about. My master is amazing. His whole body has just one redeeming feature. The rest is all no good. If that's really how the dismemberer sees the world, then no wonder they want to chop off everyone's limbs. It really feels like hell itself. But here's what bugs me. Why stick to this whole 3-stage murder routine? No one knows. Perhaps it stems from a twisted aesthetic of their own. Still, doesn't that seem strange? The dismemberer's whole pattern is just cut off hands, sever lower legs, then kill. Exactly. Then, after the hands are gone, the victim should know what's next. Losing their legs, then their life. Why not prepare for it? Of course. And in fact, some cases did end after the first or second stage. But most of the victims still ended up dead. It strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. No one can catch him, no leads, nothing. If this isn't the work of a criminal mastermind, then there's only one conclusion. Something beyond human. A being who descends to reap human limbs without, whether out of sadistic pleasure or some greater purpose. Hyper's narcissist. Yes. He could probably tell you what a narcissist is, the first instance of narcissist, where the word came from, because, you know, he's like, my memory is that good, you know. The Dismemberer, a demon who severs human limbs. Once Eris finished talking about the dismemberer, the room went dead silent. Sure, sticking together felt safer, but if Kotari's Pathosync went off again, we'd all be wiped out in one go. Yeah, what are we supposed to do with her? Can't we just leave her in a room on her own? After some idle chatter, I wandered back to the lounge. Maybe nobody wanted to risk being alone. Easy prey for the werewolf. So a few others gathered here too. Ever since we stepped into this cathedral, it's been one thing after another. Even I was running out of steam. I barely sat down before drowsiness hit me, and I nodded off. I don't know how long I was out. Oh dear.
Everyone, hurry!
What happened?
Anyway, just hurry!
What happened? Faye's frantic shout pulled us up and we rushed to the scene. Up till then, part of me still doubted the dismemberer. Maybe it was just someone else in the divine selection with a similar pathosync. But that brutal scene in front of me wiped that thought clean. It was all real. Okay. So we have someone who's murdered. So, okay, so they've just killed someone with their hands. Okay.
You okay? You've gone pale as a sheet. I'm fine. Someone help me. I want to get this woman into the infirmary.
What does it matter? She's just one of their believers.
Since we saw her, we have to help, no matter who she is.
Fine. I don't get it, but I'll help.
Arigato.
Of course, I wasn't about to dump all the work on just those two. With everyone helping out, we hauled the injured believer into the infirmary. But this person hasn't lost their legs yet. Just saying. Leave her here. I shall move her to a bed and administer the most basic care. Even if she's not one of your believers? Of course, it is my duty to safeguard the health of all seeds of God throughout the divine selection, provided it does not interfere with the werewolf's design.
Then we'll entrust her to your care.
Finally, my back's not built for all this kind of heavy lifting. Still, judging from the wound, her hands were only cut off recently. They might still be reattachable. I'm sorry, your back's hurting because of all the weight? You look like you could lift a car, man. I don't care if you're old. If you work out still, you're fine. If Celis is dead, I'm filling everyone with hot lead. Nah, he's fine. He's right here. He's standing right here. Yet none of you found the severed hands at the scene. Yeah, we searched everywhere. Nothing. And that is not all. When the limb severance pathosync manifested, many logic believers were compelled to amputate themselves. The majority of those severed limbs have since vanished. Wow, there's a dismemberer out there having a party with some hands and feet, am I right? Probably filled a ball pit full of them, like, yeah! Swimming around them hands, you know? Too much? Too much. As if the dismemberer had devoured them. Missing limbs. There's a few of them. To keep from disturbing him, we stepped back outside and regrouped. That familiar method, no doubt about it. The dismemberer is hiding among us. Something about this still doesn't add up.
Even if we went back to the scene, it wouldn't help. We already disturbed it when we tried to save her. Well, I thought this might happen, so I took a picture before we moved her.
Well done! You've got the makings of a great detective's assistant. Once we're out of here, how about working by my side?
And what about me?
Relax. I'll make sure to fire you with style and dignity. Poor kid. I can't afford 2 assistants anyway. One of these days, his own assistant's gonna snap and kill him. Honestly, I was half hoping Elon would be the werewolf this round. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the crime scene photo. Okay, well, the symbol's there, so let's start with that. Another hallmark of the dismemberer's crimes. The murder mark that changes with each stage of the killings. In the second phase, the sketch changes. This time, not just the hands, but the legs are crossed out too. You mean smudged out. It just looks like someone's smudged.
It feels like death is creeping closer, step by step. No wonder most of the victims end up taking their own lives before the end. It's just too terrifying.
We're not gonna check out. Yeah, she's got claw marks all over her face. There are deep bite marks here, like something gnawed on the floor. Gnawed the floor, huh?
You think the dismemberer bites people or eats them?
There doesn't seem to be any records of that in previous cases. That does remind me. During the chaos of limb severance earlier, some believers' severed arms and lower legs had those same bite marks. What if the one who struck wasn't the dismemberer after all? Or maybe they just developed a taste for flesh. Don't make it sound like they used to be a vegetarian. Okay, what else do we need to look at? Oh, the writing. Okay. It says, first the hands. That's the phase he always leaves during the first stage of his killings. So next step would be severing this person's lower legs? If it's the dismemberer, then yes, that's exactly what comes next. There's no sign of the murder weapon, and the severed hands, there's more than one, they're both missing, Silas, is missing too. And that's not even the strangest part. Strange how? Why would the dismemberer attack the believers? So what, the dismemberer is the werewolf? Does killing believers even count towards a win condition? No, that is not the truth of it. The only path to victory for a werewolf is to slay the other participants without being discovered. Would killing believers bring any benefit at all? There is no benefit to be gained.
Worse than that, it's a huge risk. They could get spotted or leave behind a clue that outs them as the dismemberer.
I believe I have already made this sufficiently clear. Neither I nor the believers shall intervene in this selection. Even if the werewolves killed someone right in front of you, you'd still just stand there and do nothing? That question holds no meaning. Whatever we see or hear, nothing shall be disclosed. Sorry. Even should the werewolf seek to kill us, we shall offer no resistance. Just like NPCs in a game. That is correct. But people aren't machines. They have feelings and emotions. When death is staring you in the face, can you really stay that calm?
In due time, you shall witness it for yourself.
What's that supposed to mean? Lena, shut your eyes now! Oh my god, it's wave round 2 again. Has limb severance activated again? Yeah, looks that way.
Is the dismemberer nearby?
Don't worry, I'll keep everyone safe. Ah, look at Silas being a Chad again. Darkness pressed in, everyone stiff, bracing for the next nightmare. However, unexpectedly, the effects of limb severance quickly faded away.
Everything's back to normal?
Exactly. I counted with my pulse. The Pathosync was active for about 8 to 10 seconds. You could have just counted seconds, man! Why do you have to do your pulse? What's wrong with you? It only lasted a few seconds. So what the hell was the dismemberer trying to... Oh dear.
What happened? That scream, it came from the infirmary.
Come on, let's check it out. We literally just left the room. What is happening? Into something no human mind could make sense of. And she lost her feet. Well, at least they left her feet there. They left a sore, too. No way. Her lower legs, they've been severed. Where's the proxy saint? Somebody save her. I shall not save her. She's already dead. She bled out. Lovely. Don't be sad. This was her choice. But how? How did this even happen? Isn't there only one door to this room? That is correct. This chamber has but a single entrance. And we were all standing right outside. There's no way the dismemberer could have gotten in without us noticing. No, there was a clear opening just now. More than enough time for them to slip inside. But they're still in the room. If it was 10 seconds, that's enough time for him to slip into the room, but not enough time for him to fucking leave as well, along with sawing someone's legs off. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. During the Severance. Come on, man. We know that. But that only lasted about 10 seconds. How could this dismemberer sever her lower legs and leave the marking in such a short time? Indeed, it does seem impossible. Even if they somehow pulled it off, how did the dismemberer get out of the room afterward? That takes me back to the first round's murder. You mean the dismemberer was hiding inside this room the whole time? Let's search this room, just to be sure. Ah, they could have been hiding in the room. There's a thought. Okay. Let's check the symbol first. Next, the legs and the sea angel's symbol is carved into each severed limb. That all about confirms it. The killer is the dismemberer. Lyle, why did this happen? Even though she died from losing all 4 limbs, she's smiling. A look of pure satisfaction, as if being killed by the dismemberer was a blessing. Every victim tied to the dismemberer has worn that exact same expression at the end. It does make me wonder, does the dismemberer possess some kind of supernatural power? There's blood everywhere. It's all over the floor. What about in here? A standard medical sea angel, the kind you see in any hospital. Okay, well that's cool. It's 8 PM. Nearly a full day has passed since we entered the Grand Cathedral. Cool story, bro. Oh yeah, the sword. I forgot about that. There's no place here where anyone could have hidden. There's a wire saw next to the body. Judging from the blood and the cut marks, that's what the killer used to saw off her legs. But why a wire saw? Because tools like that are often used for dismembering. What else are we looking at? The door. Huh? This door's locked. Once it closes, it locks automatically. Only a key can open it. Same setup as the Chamber of Offering. But when we came in earlier, the door didn't stop us at all. That's because it hadn't been shut all the way. It was left slightly ajar. So where's the key to the infirmary now? Someone asked me for it earlier, and I handed it over. Who? Alice. Why does Alice need the infirmary door key? We're not gonna question that. Okay. Okay, we've checked everything. We just need to speak to her now. Was it really the dismemberer who cut off her lower legs? We cannot disclose any information that might affect the outcome of the selection. But don't you sometimes prepare things ahead of time for the werewolf? That's simply a rule to preserve fairness. Rest assured, we never act outside the rules. Then was this bizarre murder part of your arrangement? No matter how I probed, they wouldn't give me a single useful answer.
This isn't like the Chamber of Purification at all. No matter how you look at it, there's nowhere for someone to hide.
So you're telling me the Dismemberer slipped past us in 10 seconds, chopped off both legs, and even left a murder mark, and then just vanished into thin air?
That's impossible.
The sheer absurdity of the situation left everyone stunned in silence. There was no point staying here any longer. It was breakfast time anyway, so we headed back to the dining hall. God damn it, this is way too confusing. Let's go have breakfast. Come on, we'll think about it later. We'll think on it while we have our cereal and toast. This game, man. This game.
Can we talk somewhere private? There's something important I need to tell you. When no one else can hear us, including Lena.
Damn. Okay then. Ah! Whoops, I keep forgetting if I scroll. No, alright, I get it. If I scroll, it messes the thing up. I made up some excuse to send Lena off, and then pulled Eris aside to a quiet corner.
Lyle.
Wait, hold on. Hey, I'm still a guy, you know. So I should be the one to say it first. I gave her a deep bow. Serious. I'm grateful for your feelings, but I can't return them. Obviously, she doesn't want it. Jesus Christ. I was joking, and now he's taking it too far. Not until I've made sure my sister's truly happy. I can't say yes to anyone else, and I hope you get that. That blank face of hers cracked into a sharp, almost cheerful laugh. I never imagined I'd get rejected by someone like you. What made you think I was confessing? And what made you so sure I'd be devastated by your rejection? Sorry, but could you not smile at me like that? That smile froze my blood. Honestly, way scarier than the purification from the proxy saint. So, what is it you wanted to tell me alone? What else? The Dismemberer. Because I can only see you and Lena, I need to confirm something. Who exactly was standing outside the infirmary just now? Why do you need to confirm that? The biggest mystery is how the Dismemberer got into the infirmary, severed the believer's lower legs, and vanished all within 10 seconds. Yeah, that's right. There was no way to hide in that. There was nowhere to hide in that room. Then there's only one way the Dismemberer could have escaped. By turning into a ghost. Hid inside and stepped out while we were distracted. Hid inside and blended into the crowd as we entered. No. Okay, so it's the other one then. Too risky. Even if one of us had stayed outside, the Dismemberer would have been caught. So they blended in with us. It's definitely not the top one. If your theory holds, then that means exactly, just like you're thinking. The Dismemberer was among that very group. Ooh. I replayed the infirmary scene in my head. Everyone was there except Lena and me. You, Silas, Hyper, Elin, and FaZe. So the Dismemberer is one of those 5? Why am I on your list? Can't rule out you've got some creepy hobby going on. How did you know? At night I dissect your doll. She wasn't joking, not even close. So that's why you shoot Lena off before pulling me aside. Because that means the ones we should be suspecting are the people who are outside the infirmary. Who do you consider the most suspicious? Who do I consider the most suspicious? Honestly? Elin. Elin? Elian? I don't know how you pronounce his name. For a couple of reasons. Like, we don't know that much about him. If I'm going in order of who's the most suspicious to me, it would be him. Then, no offense, Silas. Then Hyper. Then Face, then Lena. Elin. Before we start throwing accusations, let's go over the logic again. I still think he. I know he has time power, but he's still the most suspicious to me. Just because they say that's what they do, is that actually what they do? Even if the blended into the group theory checks out, the first half of the mystery is still unsolved. How the hell could the Dismemberer chop off someone's legs and carve a new murder mark in just 10 seconds? Time? 10 seconds? Could do a lot. If you had the power of time. Nah? Just saying. Hila says time power and the mask girl. Time power? How could you do it in 10 seconds? Just saying. That's exactly what I can't figure out either. Maybe they've hacked up so many limbs they've gotten efficient, like muscle memory. That might explain it, but there are too many variables, too many risks. Severing the limbs, writing the messages, tossing the weapon, then slipping into the crowd. Goodness gracious, why am I tired? What is it about streaming recently at the moment? I'm just yawning like I'm an old woman. Wake up! Makeup. Why'd you put the keys up on the table? I wanted to. We could have entered at any moment. A single misstep and they would have been caught instantly. And slipping back into the crowd wasn't exactly a guaranteed move either. The more I thought about it, the less it added up. What clue did we miss? The Dismemberer had to be right under our noses. Yet no matter how we searched, nothing. Don't tell me. The Dismemberer is not even human? Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. The unanswered riddle weighed on us, choking the air. We ate in silence, grim faces over cold breakfast. I don't know how long it dragged on until... Okay, this is way too depressing. What's going on with you all? I leave for 5 minutes and it's like a funeral in here. We don't know what her ability is. I don't think she's told us. I'm not sure if she's told us what her ability is either, actually. I can't remember. We don't see her a lot either. Well, a lot just went down all at once. Okay, everyone, big announcement coming up. What? Whereas I suddenly hopped onto the dining table, I was wondering why I'm getting this angle. Negative energy, be gone! The move was so abrupt, the whole room just froze. Lyle, what Racy just said wasn't one sentence, it was 2 sentences. Don't sweat the details. Anyway, this is unbearable. The mood in here is way too stiff. Even if you say that, the appearance of a Dismemberer has everyone rattled. I get that you're all worried, but the solution's actually super simple. Just stop thinking about it. I don't get what she's saying. Relax, I don't get it either. Let's all just put the Dismemberer out of our minds, pretend they don't exist. That's not exactly something you can just do. See? Easy peasy. If you're scared, scream. If you're sad, cry. Let it out. Then eat something tasty and pick yourself back up. That's how you forget about the dismemberer. Damn, I can't keep up with you kids. That's okay, because I'm going to use my magic and make you all forget about the dismemberer. And now I declare... Yay! Welcome to the 12th Super Sparkly Miss Ray's Happiness Festival. That name invokes nothing less than a cult gathering. Coming from you, that's rich. From this moment on, for a limited time only, each of you gets one wish. And I'll do my absolute best to make it come true. Oh god. How much absolute best are we talking here? Anything I can do, I'll do it. You mean anything goes? Oh yeah! I knew that one was gonna get me if I was like, I'm gonna really try it now. My throat's dry, goddammit. Master, that was disturbingly enthusiastic. So, this is Rize's mysterious magic. I've completely forgotten about the dismemberer. Yeah, tell us your superpower, girl. Did she just cast a lust spell on you or something? Alright, don't be shy. Start making your wishes, everyone. Hesitation, be gone. And just like that, thanks to Raisy's not-so-subtle push, the 12th Super Sparkly Miss Raisy Happiness Festival kicked off. Lyle, why is it the 12th? What happened to the first 11? Don't overthink it. It's like those family recipe since 1892 joints that opened last year. Are you ready? My request is something no one has ever made before. Bring it on. Miss Raisy is unbeatable. Alright then, Raisy. Could you praise me like I'm a brilliant detective? Wait, you mean nobody's ever treated this guy like a real detective? Whoa, Detective Hyber, your deductions are always so amazing. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. How do you even figure these things out? You caught the culprit too? Incredible. I finally understand. I've been working this hard all along just to be praised by a pretty girl. Detective Boss. Detective Boss! What kind of hell of a name is that? I've tried so hard. Every time I just steal someone else's theory and say it like it was mine. That doesn't really count as trying, does it? Aw, you tried your best, but next time, before you steal someone else's deduction, at least call them an idiot first. Watching him sob into her arms, nobody knew whether to laugh or cry. Oh my god. Alright, your turn. I'll pass. You kids go have your fun. Nope, if you keep moping like that, you'll drag everyone down. I can really wish for anything? Yup. Then, leave me alone. Chad. Right here. Sniff. Why are you crying now? I can't help it. When it's sad, the tears just explode out. You're impossible. Alright, then just bring me a plate of fruit. That's it? Alright. A shoulder massage too. I'll allow it. You switched gears way too fast. Every moment matters, so I decided a long time ago. If I like something, I'll say it out loud. If I hate something, I'll shut it down hard. He has depression. I was about to say, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder for this, girl. If I'd been more like you when I was younger, maybe I wouldn't have so many regrets. What are you talking about? You're still young. You've got at least 50 more years ahead of you. Starting today, if you live happily every day, the days without regret will outnumber the ones with it. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't read. I can't read that. I mean, some of the symbols look familiar, but I can't read that. You're right. I'll give it a shot. Too serious. Chill out already. And now, leave your stiff, stressed, hardened shoulders to me. Shoulder pain, be gone! Somehow, Raisy's antics actually lightened the mood. That's when I caught something off about one of us. Is this what it means to be truly gifted? Alice's voice was so faint, it barely reached my ears. If I weren't so tuned in, I'd have missed it. I wish I could be like Raisy. She stared at Raisy, eyes brimming with envy. I want to shine effortlessly like her. To be someone everyone loves. Her words threw me. She's a superstar. Isn't she adored already? So where's the infirmary key now? When one requested it of me earlier, I relinquished it. Who? Alice. Why would she even need the infirmary key? And why didn't she mention it to anyone? Well, some of us haven't shared our wishes yet, but let's have a toast first. Raisy hopped back onto the table, snapping me out of it. Is everyone here? Let me see. Ah, where's Kotari? We looked around and realized Kotari hadn't been with us from the start. Oh no, she's so quiet and still, it's easy to overlook her. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her at all. That's not good. No good at all. Loneliness, be gone! I'll go find her right now. Hold on. To avoid giving the werewolf or the dismemberer a chance, we should stick together. Good point. Then let's go as a team. So we marched through the cathedral, all of us searching for her. I thought it'd take a while. It didn't. Something was already off. There's a weird smell. Dada twitched her nose. Such a heavy smell of blood. I smell it too. The smell's coming from the Chamber of Offering. What? Weren't we all together though? The door's locked. I've got the key. I'll open it. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna step outside for a bit. Do you want me to come with you? It's fine. I'd rather be alone. But... Just leave me alone. Okay. Dada bolted out like she was fighting to keep something down. She's a cannibal bird! Is she really okay? Is it really okay to let Dada go off on her own? Even though we've shared a few meals together, we haven't known each other that long. We can't exactly push her. Everyone here is a Pathosync user. She might be dealing with something she can't talk about. Yeah, you're right. At least the rest of us are here. She won't get attacked by the werewolf or the dismemberer, so her safety isn't at risk. She's the one going around naming on people, though. I'm convinced. Whether she's the killer or not is yet to be seen, but she's going around chomping on people. That's a parrot that likes meat. That's a cannibal parrot right there. Yeah, you're right. I'll go check on her later, just to be sure. Don't go on your own, Facey, because you're cute. I like you. Is everyone ready? I can't see what's inside, but from the smell alone, something is clearly very wrong. Brace yourselves. Even then, I held on to a shred of hope. Maybe it was all just a misunderstanding. Maybe the smell meant something else. What, someone took a dump? A dump of blood? What are you talking about, bruh? But looking back, maybe we were already caught in the dismemberer's trap. Here we go. The hands. Oh. Her hands. Oh god. This is a nightmare. Please let me wake up. And that's where the rest of the limbs went. Good to know. Oh, I think I'm gonna hurl. She's still alive, right? We have to help her. Don't go near her. If you touch her, even by accident, her death delusion will trigger.
Right.
Before we wheel Kotari to the infirmary, let's check the place first. If we don't figure out how the Dismemberer pulled this off, we're all bound to end up the same way. He's also done... He hasn't killed, like... I thought the idea was the hands, then the feet, then dead. But we've not got to stage 3 yet. She still has her feet. She still has her feet. I can't believe, honestly, how long this demo is. Like, don't get me wrong, that's cool. It's good that there's demos out there that are really long. But I'm obviously, like, sitting there thinking, like, I've probably got about half an hour left before I have to finish. And I'm sort of like, if I start this half an hour, I want to make sure I finish the investigation in half an hour. And then I can leave it that I'll have to... I can't believe I'm still doing this demo is basically what I'm saying. Which is a good thing. I should be proud of this. Let's see if we can speed through as much of this as possible. Because I would like to at least go through this scene and then be ready to do the... like, doing all the questions and, like, trying to figure out who did it. All these severed limbs. Just looking at them makes my skin crawl. Hold up. The way these are arranged, it's the Dismemberer's murder mark, isn't it? So all those missing believers' limbs ended up here. But why would the Dismemberer do this? Maybe they actually liked other people's limbs, so they started collecting them? No, I'd say it's the opposite. With limb severance, the infected are driven by an overwhelming urge to amputate, which means the Dismemberer must have despised these limbs, utterly disgusted by them. If that's true, then why force themselves to handle all this just to arrange the limbs into a pattern? Maybe it's for some kind of summoning ritual, like building an altar for a demon. I mean, it is weird. Okay. Let's be careful not to touch her, you know? Something about this just feels off. Maybe it's the amount of blood. Yeah, you're right. If both her hands were cut off, there should be way more blood than this. Could it be tied to her death illusion? When someone's perception is that strong, it affects their body. Remember last time we touched her? Her pulse and heartbeat were practically gone. So you're saying Kotari bleeds far less than a normal person? I mean, that would make sense. And her hands are just chilling in a box, you know? I remember the story. Place your most precious thing inside the alabaster box, and the leader of logic will appear and grant your wish. So for Kotari, her hands were what she valued most? I've got a question. With all these severed limbs scattered around, what if those weren't even Kotari's hands? That's actually a very good point. I don't really get it, but I'm glad I was useful. Those hands here, those hands were without a doubt Kotari's. Since the alabaster has already been used, then the leader should appear before the one who made the offering. Oh, before the one who made the offering, right? Yes. Which means if we stay here by the alabaster box, we might actually see the leader in person. Check the box out. We've got to check the symbol. Hold on, there's something carved in under the alabaster box. It says 12. Chamber of Offering. What's that supposed to mean? Considering what the alabaster is used for, could this be the exact time and place the leader intends to appear? Ooh. Ugh. Okay. I thought it clicked on something. First the hands, and that missing hand symbol. Whoever cut off Kotari's hands must have been the Dismemberer. But how did the Dismemberer even manage it? Touching her would have triggered her death illusion. Maybe they used a blade, cut her hands off without touching her directly? And if her hands weren't restrained? If they were just hanging loose, no matter how sharp the blade, there's no way to get such a clean, perfect cut. Then how the hell did the dismemberer sever both hands without even laying a finger on her? It's the parrot! It could be the parrot lady! Still doesn't explain the whole limb things. Unless that's her pretending. Maybe she could just be pretending to be, like, think she's a parrot, but she's not, and she actually is just the serial killer murderer. Also makes sense. Let's check this. Aside from the main door, there's a small window that looks outside. There's no glass, but the window's far too small. No one could get in or out through that. But what if it was someone really small, like Dada? The tiniest ones here would be Face or Dada, right? Dada's not here, so I'll try. Here goes. Yeah. Face struggled, squirming at the window. She barely got an arm through. No way the rest of her would be fitting. No good. I can only stick my hand out at most. So this window probably has nothing to do with the case, right? Are we really sure about that? Okay. The lid of the alabaster box is placed here. There's blood splattered across the lid. What kind of movement could have left a pattern like this? Ah, okay. Yep. It's 11 o'clock now. Okay. See Angel the Shaver of Offering. That's not any different. Door's locked. This room only has one entrance. Once the door closes, it locks automatically. The knife. Yeah, I was about to say, that can cut anything. But it still doesn't change the fact that they would have to hold her hand still to do it. So that could still be a thing key. The key is stored inside Eris's dog. Yep, we remember that. Right, let's speak to this woman who's just chilling here in the corner. No matter how we press them, the believer's kept completely silent. Great. Love that for us. I can't find anything that could have been used to hack off those limbs. Severing human limbs isn't easy. It takes time. There'd be blood spraying everywhere. Yet both Kotari's hands and the severed limbs on the floor had perfectly clean cuts, which means the weapon has to be razor sharp. Be careful. Once it's powered on, even the lightest touch can slice through any part of the human body. Can it cut through, like, metal or something? No. It's a precision instrument, strictly for human tissue. Yeah, and that blade is not there. Then the weapon must have been the nano vibration blade. Ah, a surgical knife? That explains why the dismemberer was able to amputate so easily. Are there many of those in the cathedral? No, to my knowledge, there exists only one. So if the dismemberer struck, it would have to be with that blade. Find that blade, and we might pin down who the dismemberer is. Is everyone about done investigating? I'd like to take Kotari to the infirmary as soon as possible. But who's going to move her? One wrong touch and it could be fatal. Dada would have been perfect for this, but she's not here. I'll do it. Did you not just hear what I said? Are you an idiot? I'm the one who said we should help her, so I'm taking the responsibility. There are plenty of people here more capable than you. Why push yourself? It's not about who's stronger. I just want to help Kotari. She's so cute. Hey, that box with Kotari's hands in it. It's called the alabaster box, right? What are we supposed to do with it? Of course, we're bringing it along. Maybe it's still not too late to reattach her hands. That is not possible. Kotari is gripped by an intense death delusion. Her vital signs fall far below those of the living norm. In such state, surgery is impossible. The reattachment of her hands cannot be considered. How could this be? If reattachment is impossible, then perhaps it's best to leave the box here. It's labelled 12 and Chamber of Offering. It may be a clue to when the leader of logic will appear. I see. Make a wish into the alabaster box and the leader shows up to grant it. Which means you can't take the hands out or move the box from this room. Price doesn't matter. Use the wishing ritual and the leader shows up. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. If we could catch the leader, maybe this nightmare of a selection would finally end. Then the next question, who's going to take the alabaster box off Kotari? I'll do it. I'll handle it. You shouldn't be the only one risking yourself. Unfairness, be gone! Don't worry, if anything happens, Dog Lyle will step in immediately. Then I'm counting on you. So all I need to do is lift the alabaster box off Kotari and leave it in the room, right? All eyes were on Razy. Breath held. Steady. Careful not to touch Kotari, she lifted the alabaster box. And right then... Oh, the limb thing! They're triggering it now? Close your eyes, now! Wait, something's not right. Alice was right. Even with our eyes shut, the urge to hack off our own limbs still clawed at our brains. Why is this happening? The more severed limbs one beholds, the stronger the sway of limb severance. Those severed limbs on the floor, they're not just scraps. They're amplifiers. Don't tell me the Dismemberer planned this all along, to wipe us out all in one go? Oh dear. The severed hand in the alabaster box just turned into a disgusting pile of flesh. What do we do? Cover it up! Throw it away! At her words, Razy slammed the lid shut and held the box to the floor. So gross, so gross, so gross. Aelin, hurry and chop off arms and legs. At once, my master. Eris cracked Hyper and Aelin across the face. The blind Eris, she was the only one untouched by limb severance. Everyone stay calm. Stick with me. We need to get out of here, now. Alice panicked and went down hard. Get her! Dog Lyle grabbed her sleeve with its teeth and yanked her back up. Eris led us towards the door when... Wait! We can't leave Kotari behind! Oh gosh. She's fine! She can't chop off her own limbs! Thinks she's dead already anyway! Just one step from the exit and Facey swung back. Oh no. Facey gripped the handles of Kotari's wheelchair tightly, but she was already under the influence of limb severance. Facey raised her arms high, ready to smash them down on the sharp corners. Don't do anything stupid! Razy lunged in, catched her hands just in time. Silas, catch her! She spun with Facey like a dance step, using the momentum to fling her straight at Silas. Got her. And take this too. Don't touch it directly. Just kick Kotari down the corridor. Everyone's like, move out the way. Don't let it touch you. Then Rizze snapped a spinning kick, blasting Kotari's wheelchair at him. Kotari in the wheelchair rocketed towards him like a cannonball. How am I supposed to catch that? Don't push a middle-aged man like this. Grumbling all the while, Silas flung his cape wide, catching the impact, stopping the chair without even laying a finger on Kotari. Nice work. Now it's my turn. Rizze squeezed eyes shut, charged and leapt high. Boy. I told you to think about my age first. Silas caught her midair, arms locking around her. The force slammed them both to the floor. Yay! Knew you could do it. You're the best, Silas. My back. Everyone's here. Let's move. Oh boy. With Eris and Dog Lyle's help, we finally tore out of the Chamber of Offering. I'm shutting the door now. At the last moment, I turned for one final glance inside. I still had no idea what the Dismemberer was really after, but this room had to hold the truth. I had to burn every detail into memory. Ooh. After everyone escaped the room, the limb's Severance Pathosync was deactivated. Damn it! What the hell is the Dismemberer after? Everyone okay? Everyone's here, except for Dada. Wait, I need to confirm something. Hyper leaned in at the tiny window, staring inside for way too long. The alabaster box is still shut on the floor inside the Chamber of Offering. Only that believer who was already there remains. Why do you need to check that? I'm thinking the Dismemberer might still be inside. No way! Everyone in this selection is right here, aren't they? But isn't there still one person missing? Are you saying Dada might actually be the Dismemberer? I'm just saying, it's a possibility. And maybe the Dismemberer isn't even human. Maybe it's something supernatural. That's impossible, isn't it? Then I'll take Utari to the infirmary now. Wait, it's too dangerous to go alone. Too dangerous to go alone. Take this. I'll go with you. Arigato. Thanks, Reizi. Arigato. Reizi and Faze headed to the infirmary together. So what now? If the pattern holds, the Dismemberer will probably go after Utari again. But even if we stand guard, that might not be enough. Last time I believe his lower legs were severed while we were standing right outside the door. Could there be some kind of hidden passage in the infirmary? But didn't we already search every inch of it? We found nothing. Then we'll just have to guard it more carefully this time. I've got an idea, but I'll need everyone's help. If it works, we could take down both the Dismemberer and the Leader of Logic in one shot. But before we put this plan into motion, let's split into pairs and track down Dada. Later, we found Dada fast asleep in the back of the dining hall. She didn't even remember why she'd felt sick in the first place. With her found, it was time to move on, catch both the Leader of Logic and the Dismemberer. I feel like this is probably a good stopping point, to be honest. I'm gonna have to like look into how long the actual the actual demo is to see how much longer I've got left of it. Like it's, I feel like I've just been, I know I've technically like played it, how many times have I streamed it? Twice. Yeah, twice before this. So this is my third stream. And we did 2 hours for the first two, and I'm almost hit 2 hours this time around. But this just feels like a good stopping point. I'm gonna see if it lets me. Can I save? Yes. No, save. Can you? Oh, it's just saved both. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, maybe I need to. I think that's what I'd done. I clicked the autosave and not my actual save. That's where I was getting confused. So, yeah, I need to have a look and see, because obviously this is chapter 2. I've already done chapter 1, so I need to see how, if I'm only got 2 chapters or if I've got 3 chapters of this game. I'm not sure. I am still enjoying it though. Like it's like this has been like I've not been able to sort of like figure out what's going on with the whole the Dismemberer thing, but obviously we're piecing it together now. Dada is obviously a suspect, but if it's the actual suspect or if it's a red herring suspect, we don't know yet. So still interesting to think about, but there's you can still have a few suspects and then you'll figure it out along the way. So we've still got to see if they're able to obviously prevent someone from being completely murdered, because the only person that's actually died is a believer, not a member from the cast yet, and it only counts if it's a member from the cast. So we still have a while to go with this. So maybe we finish chapter 2 and chapter 2 and what chapter 1 and chapter 2 are the demo. But we'll see. Like I say, still enjoying it. There's still, you know, I'm gonna obviously need to play until I finish the demo and then I can give my thoughts. But I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it so far. The characters are like, you know, fairly like different from each other. It is difficult for me to give them voices because I've not got much in the way of hearing actual lines of like enough lines of dialogue from them, apart from the occasional word. So it's not as easy as it is with Danganronpa. At least with Danganronpa you get like a sentence every now and again, so you can sort of go, okay, so this is what they want them to sound like, and I can try and keep up that sort of tone with them. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It would be like really interesting to see how it progresses and see what happens. So cool. I'm loving all the characters so far. The characters are, like I say, the characters are fun. Phaesy's cute. Gotta love Phaesy. Silas is basically everyone who thinks they're old or like acts old. Oh, my back, I'm so depressed, I hate work, blah 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 blah. But just easy to just understand, isn't he? Lyle and Lena just being honest, like deadshot honest. So funny. Eris is hilarious too. I love Eris. She's great. She's a lot of fun. I think she's pretty damn cool. So interesting. Hopefully none of the people that I'm starting to like enjoy character wise are gonna die in this chapter. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna head off for the evening. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be back with this game probably next week, because I would like to also finish Plague Tale Requiem, which I've almost at the end of, so I'll probably play some of that on Friday, and then I'll come back to this game on Monday. So hopefully you guys will stick around for some more. Until then, take care, stay safe, love and hugs, and I will see you guys in the future. Take care, everybody. Bye!